Hi everyone, and welcome to the second day of our Yellow Belt training program. And this template has been given to you. Now, this is about the flow of the Dmacc methodology. Now, the green belts and black belts, they complete this template. The green belts and black belts in the real life. Yesterday, I was showing you Reliance project. If you remember, Reliance people had filled in this template. Railways has filled in, Rashtra Chemicals and Fertilizers have filled in. To motivate you, whatever you are getting is really, really good. It is world class. Uh, Wherever I do the training, uh, Canada, US, Europe, everyone gets the same template. Of course, you can change the template. So you can put your pictures, you can color that, you can beautify it. And I expect you to do that. You are students, so I expect you to do some beautification of the like in corporates, they are like I would say black and white people. They have lost all the charms and colors, it appears, because of the bosses, tough bosses. So you will see that some of them, they don't even take time to color it and put some pictures, but you can feel free to do that. And in my yellow belt online training, if you remember, I had shown one or two projects and all of them had colored pictures. So I expect your team picture to be here. Yeah, everything is team oriented in corporates and lean Six Sigma also. Everything, all achievements are team oriented. So nothing is individual. Yeah. So you have to ensure that you have a team in place. So I'm sure everyone has got a team now. Can some people? I don't know. If is it possible to unmute the people and they can tell? Yeah. So team name Rakesh Kumar Subudhi is writing. Very good. Fire and Fury, very good. And team slogan is first, always first. Wow. And if you were in class, I would have told all of you to shout your team name together. But anyway, it will create chaos. But
Yes.
we have the Rajesh Mission Sigma. And what is the slogan? Where is the slogans? अरे स्लोगन के बिना मजा नहीं आता है भाई, दम होना चाहिए. Yes. वॉल स्ट्रीट
Yes.
विजार्ड. अरे भाई, केमिकल इंजीनियर्स वॉल स्ट्रीट में, मतलब पेट्रोकेमिकल कंपनी में दे आर बिकमिंग एक्सपर्ट, राइट? शर्मा जी, आदित्य जी, बहुत बढ़िया. वॉल स्ट्रीट, ऑल पेट्रोकेमिकल कंपनीज के बादशाह होने वाले हैं आप. स्लोगन, वी डोंट डू जॉब्स, वी डू मिशंस. वाओ, वेरी गुड, एब्सोल्युटली फैंटास्टिक. युक्ता कक्कड़, providing excellence and quality. Very good, excellent. Coming together is a beginning, and keeping together is a progress. Working together is a success. Very good, excellent. It's poetry also. Very nice. So I think you have got your team names. Now, when you form the team undergoes 4 stages. How many stages? 4 stages. Sometimes they say 5 stages. So 4 or 5 stages. The first stage. So whenever you form a team, the manager forms a team with high hopes that this team will deliver. I'm talking about any corporate. Now I'm talking also from Six Sigma project perspective. I form a team. I form a team of Binayak Prasad Singh, Vijay Kanta Priyadarshi, Rakesh Kumar Subudhi, and the team name is Fire and Fury, and fire always first. First, always first. I made this beautiful team and the slogan also. But what happens? There are 4 or 5 stages I am telling you. First stage is forming. Forming means we are forming the team. We are forming the team. Forming. Okay. Then comes second stage is Storming. Storming means there are some, always people don't like each other. Why he's there on the team? While Binayak will think, why Vijikanta is there in the team? Arey yaar, every time he creates problem. Rakesh Kumar Subudhi says, okay, I let me be the leader, but Binayak says, who are you to be the leader? So all these things happen. This storming means team is not thinking about performing. They're not thinking like I'm here to improve my pet production. Yeah, improve pet production. Yeah, and I have told with high hopes, Subudhi, please create a team. Rakesh Kumar, please create a team. Vinayak Prasad, Vijikanta. They are not thinking about the pet production. They are thinking about the each. They are thinking about each other. This is natural human tendency. A manager knows that it is going to happen. Doesn't matter. He gives some time. Then norming happens. Norming happens means they accept each other. This happens, you in first year people come to college. When the people come to the this also farming. Farmings you are in first year. Then storming happens. सेकेंड ईयर वालों को याद आता है हमारे फर्स्ट ईयर में तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम किया था ये हमारे सेकेंड ईयर वालों अब हमारी बारी है तो storming is there storming is people that storming then norming after some time they accept each other. So similarly in a team member also Vinayak and Vijikanta and Rakesh Kumar will accept each other. Okay, let him be there, let him lead this time. Next time I will show you who am I. The next project I will show you. So now the team is norming. After that becomes what? Performing. Then only they are ready to perform. Then they are thinking about the goal. Improve at production. Now they are thinking about the goal. They were not thinking about the goal before. They're fighting each other. They're fighting each other. Farming, storming, norming. The good manager will say, okay, let us give them some time. And he waits. He waits for them to norm patiently. And that is what happens in define phase. That is why define phase takes sometimes 10 to 15 days. You could have finished the define phase in just one day. You'll see today, you can finish in the classroom, you can finish the define phase in just one day. Finish everything. You can write the Sybok CTQ, but no, you are giving some time. Then after performing, completion of job, then in fact, just remember these 4 stages. That's good enough. After that, adjourning is the last. Adjourning means we say, okay, thank you, bye bye, good job done. They celebrate and then say, okay, go back to your own states, go to your own places. The project is accomplished. Pet production is improved. 100 tons improved to 120 tons per day. Very good. Good. This is how you do the farming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. So you should know about it. Okay. So what we are doing right now, we did the same thing. We did very quickly in the classroom. I told you to make the team slogan. So this is a team formation. So as a team, people work better. And the first thing is people, unless they are norming happens, they see. No one likes each other. Everyone wants to be the king, isn't it? I am the supremo. In all organizations, this happens. Nothing wrong in it. It's human tendency. Now, second thing is you write the project name. So here you will write project name as improving pet production in the whatever, some company name. You can put any company name or you can form your own company name. Process is pet production process. I hope you are writing that down, and next time when you're sending the things, you have to do like this. Green belts. Imagine you are green belts. Imagine if you want, you can become black belts also, no issues. Just for this is a virtual project. We are really not doing the project, so imagine whatever you want to imagine. Master black belt, you can put my name. So this is our first slide. Now as a black belt, this is all the Dmacc steps. As a black belt, we learn all these steps and you have to apply all these steps. But we are yellow belts, so we'll be just knowing about them. We'll not be thoroughly going into the details. So today we'll be doing Sybok, CTQs, problem statement, business case, goal, and then measure also. We will try to complete. Okay. So these are all the tools and techniques. Some of the tools and techniques you will be learning. The defined phase first is Sybok, supplier input, process output, and customer. So you have to fill this in. So I told you, problem is in the process. Problem is not in the people. Yeah. Problem is in the process. Deming used to say. So if pet production is low, problem is in the process, not in the people. Same people will deliver excellent results if you change the process. Yeah, same people will deliver excellent result if you change the process. I would have loved to take one project. One of the teams could have taken a project to increase the maybe placement percentage in our college, maybe, or maybe increase the average salary of the campus placements, maybe. I don't know. If one team, only one team, one of your team, if they want to take up that project, one team can. There are 2-3 possible other projects, because I see lots of teams are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My about lots of teams are there. So one or two teams can take up some something not related to something related to management. Yeah. So if you want 1 or 2 teams, if anyone interested in taking up one more project, improving the maybe Mars code by so Rakesh and Vaibhav have said, so I will give Rakesh one project. You can take improving the average marks scored by our students, and Vaibhav Arora, you can take improving the either one of them. You can say improving the also Trishita is also telling, oh, so many people are there. So okay, so now I will give 3 projects. That's enough. The rest of them will do the pet production. Okay, and we can look at each other's project. We can learn from them. So improving college placements. So Vaibhav Arora is taking improving college placement, and you can take our own projects. What is your own project, Akshay? You can take food related projects also. Up to you. That's okay. But see, please see why I want like to not too many projects, because uh, if you understand the whole process, you can apply yourself. It's good. But if you don't understand the process, you try in a different direction, then it will be a difficult thing for me. So if you are understanding, I will take the example of pet production right now, and maybe parallelly I will take example of one more. I think one Vaibhav, you have taken improving college placements. Trishita, your group can take improving the your Vaibhav, your project is improving college placement from today it is 50% to make it 80% or maybe 100. Let's just make some numbers. And Trishita, you can say our average salary on campus placement is X, whatever you assume, some 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 5, 7, 8, whatever is that average salary is this. We would like to increase it to some number. Okay, so that is your project. Okay, so I think this is good enough. So Vaibhav and Trishita's team, and one more I had told, right? Rakesh, I think Rakesh was Rakesh.
Yes.
Yeah, Rakesh. So only three will be taking the management related projects, and remaining all of you, so you'll get the flavor of some different projects also, and remaining all of you will be doing the improving the pet production. And now if you are from food technology, you can use improving that product related to food technology. You can just say Cadbury's, just select a similar project, or don't try to venture into too many things. Our purpose is learning the tools, not to really improve the process. Right now we are students, so theoretically we are. So first is we talk about the process. What is the process we are looking at? So first we'll look at the process. So problem is in the process, not in the people. Okay, same people will deliver excellent result if I give the change process to them. Same Indian delivers, makes, if you go to the Dubai, the tallest tower in the world is Burj Khalifa. I'm sure you saw my video in the yellow belt training. I'm standing in front of Burj Khalifa. The 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 group which made Burj Khalifa, they are also our client. Of course, now Burj Khalifa is not our client. The group which made that, that means which is the owner of that tall building, is our client. So now we had access to, not only we, everyone, anyone who goes to Burj Khalifa, go to first floor, they have pictures of people who contributed to making Burj Khalifa. So the finance director is Indian, the chief architect is Indian, the all the workers, construction workers from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and so basically 80-85% of the workforce who made the Burj Khalifa was from the subcontinent, you can say India. Same people were there, let's say 15-20 years back in India only, but they failed to deliver any Burj Khalifa. But when they go to Dubai, they really do well. So what is the problem? Problem is not in the people. Problem is in the process. So we need to change the process. So all the tools which we are learning is related to process. We're not changing any people. Later on the last day, please remind me, I will talk about change management, although it's not in the part of yellow belt, but this change management thing can help you in personal life. Yeah, change management is definitely important from customer, from organization's perspective. As a black belt and green belt, you should know. Yellow belt definitely is not a must, but it's good for you know, as a student. I think you will be really benefited from that change management topic. It's a 15-20 minutes I'll speak. Please remind me, because now what will happen once I go into the statistical tools and techniques, then I totally forget what's going on. So please remind me that. So what is Sybok? Sybok is supplier input, process output, and customer. So what you have to do, you have to, how to make the Sybok? Did I do one thing for IIChE training? So first you know the customer. Who's the customer of your product? So what are you producing? PET chips, PET resin. Okay. Customer, who's the customer? Customer is the, here I'm trying to improve the production. So customer is not the customer who's using PET resin. Here customer is, because they, who's interested in increasing the production? The management of our company, right? And what is the process? So can someone tell me the basic 5 steps of producing PET? What is the first step? Very basic 5 steps. We'll not go into the details. Raw material preparation, very good, very nicely done, Ashish. आशीष जी, पहला जवाब इतने सलीके से दिया आपने कि बिल्कुल गदगद हो गए हम तो, बिल्कुल बहुत ही बढ़िया लिखा है आपने. Raw material preparation, esterification, trans-esterification, and first of Aditi is writing monoethylene, MEG, and terephthalic acid is mixed. Oh wow, that's really, you know the process. So let me take the first one. Just a minute. So raw material. So raw material, I'll just say MEG plus PTA. Okay, PTA mixed. The next step is there's raw material. So next is, now I will go with you only, whatever you are suggesting, because I have forgotten my process. Long time back, I was working in this plant. So what is the next step? Esterification. Okay. I will go with Yukta. Esterification. Okay. And then next step. What is the next step? So we have only 5 steps, some major steps. We are not going to the details. Please remember that. Not going to the details. So esterification and trans-esterification, okay. Then pre-polycondensation and polycondensation, okay. Can we, I think this is a major steps. Can we say pre-polycondensation and polycondensation, okay. Sation and polycondensation. And it can be solid state condensation also, means if you can, in the nitrogen atmosphere, if you put, you just heat the polymerized chips, so you can achieve the solid state polycondensation also. But anyway, finally you get the PET resin, okay, PET chips or resin or whatever. So this is the basic steps. What are the inputs? So inputs are, yeah, tell me, MEG, PTA, esterification. What are the things you put? Catalyst is there. Catalyst. Can you give me another inputs? Some other inputs. Equipment. Yeah, heat stabilizers. Very good. Heat stabilizers. It is going to be a great chemical engineer. Heat stabilizers. Utilities. Very nice. Not to
Yes.
forget.
That was missing. The main thing.
Yes. What else? Okay, recycle stream. Yes, why not? Ananya, very good. Recycle streams. So you know the means. I just wanted to give an example, so you can put heat exchangers, etc. These are the inputs. So just write the main inputs. As I said, we are not really doing a project. We are learning. So when you're doing the project, you can always look at that. Let us see if our BPCL people have.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So management project. What was the management related project? You can just, the other one I forgot. So average marks of students. So same is almost same. So whatever I described, the same process will go there. Okay. So Sybok done. So this you have to finish. After that, you have to write the project charter. And you have to remember there are 2 types of data. I hope you have seen my full video of Yellow Belt, the online Yellow Belt. So based on that, can you tell me what types of data, 2 types of data are there? You have to be a good student there. You should do what I'm telling you. So before you're coming to the course, you should. Yeah, very good, Yukta. Absolutely fantastic. You are the superheroine. Yeah, very good, excellent. Attribute and variable. Mayank Prasad. Yes, there are two types of data: continuous and attribute. Yes, Kishore Kumar ji, bahut achhe. It's also known as qualitative and quantitative. Excellent, good, absolutely fantastic. So Yogesh given the right answer. Trishita has given the right answer. So you have two types of data, and I hope, I'm assuming that you have seen that video. You know what is continuous, what is attribute. That will save our time also. Otherwise, I will keep explaining everything. I will give you less. If I explain the same thing again in this classroom, you get the less knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge is money nowadays. So now, based on that, you make a problem statement that pump is. So you write that in our case, pet production. Now you can make assumption. Some people like 100 tons per day. You write 100 tons per day. Some people want 1,000 tons per day. Improve the plant. Up to you. Just write a number. So problem statement is our production for the last 1 year is 100 tons per day. It's a small plant, not a big plant. Small plant. Although 100 ton per day is actually very less. Well, make it 500 ton per day. Let us make it 500 ton per day. Yeah. So our plant is producing 500 tons per day of PET resin. Okay, and we would like to increase this 500 tons per day to 525 tons per day by, so today is what date? 10th June. So I would like to increase this 500 tons per day to 500, say some number, increase 20-25 per tons per day by, so 525 tons per day, for example, by December 31st. That is problem statement I told you and goal statement I told you. Is it clear? Problem statement, goal statement. And if I do that, how much money I will save? So you can write every ton of PET production in the market rate. As you find the market rate from Google, is this much. So if I increase it by 25 tons per day, every day I'll produce this much money, multiplied by 365, like 300 days, let us say 300 days plants running, then 300 days, and it will result in some 100 crores rupees for the company if I complete this project. And then you write the scope, like this is related to only Indian unit or my unit in this city. Make some imagination, not have to be this thing. But basically, I'm looking forward to problem statement, goal statement, and imagine some scope that it is only for this plant, not for my Chennai plant. It's only for the Visakhapatnam plant. And CTQ is the measure. What you are trying to improve here, you are trying to get production tons per day. That is our CTQ, critical to quality characteristics, which is the conversion of voice of customer to measurable characteristics. So here it's measurable. What measure you are trying to improve? We call it as Y also, project Y. Remember that. What is the Y? The output. So measure on the output what we are improving is known as the CTQ. Here it is production tons per day. Tons per day is the CTQ in our thing. So CTQs measure, just a measure. Okay. Tons per day, that's it. Nisha is telling to increase production of PET. Yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal statement. CTQ is just the measure. And you can put dates also, and put some imaginary dates. Define phase I will complete by define phase I'll complete by this date, measure phase I'll complete by this date. You can write that. Here and they have not written it this is also correct, but see, better, always do better, right? So actually you have to put the milestone of all the things, define I'll complete by this date, measure I'll complete by this date. I'll show you a better project maybe. So they want to reduce the recruitment cycle time of engineers, chemical engineers, companies into oil production, etc. They want to reduce the chemical engineer recruitment time. So they have done a Sybok. Customers, this is disciplines. Output is the new employee on board, means the recruitment. Process, the 5 steps of the process, inputs and supplies. And then they have also this, you don't have to worry as a yellow belt, don't worry too much about this. Yeah, then Dmacc project. So Dmacc project charter, here you have to write the problem statement, goal statement. This is what the way project milestone is written: define phase, measure phase, analyze phase, control and verify. So all these things are given here. Okay, so this is how you can do the Dmacc project charter. Is it clear? Any questions on this? So define phase is complete. Once that is there, then you have to make a high level project milestone, define, measure, analyze, improve, control when I'm going to complete. So these are the dates you have given. If you want, you can skip this part. But if you want to make it a beautiful project, why not? Just do that. So you can say that original plan was this, date, put the dates, etc. This is known as Gantt chart, Gantt, Gantt chart. And when you are a green belt or a black belt, you have to ensure all these activities are completed. You can, for the time being, you can ignore this. Yeah. But eventually, I imagine you will become a green belt and a black belt. Those who want, you can contact me, no issues. We'll run a special batch for you. And so here we have got team and sponsor, high level process maps, customer CTQs, all these things. You can ignore this for the time being actually, but it is basically all the activities you have to complete. So you have to just tick mark that I have completed this, that, everything, all these things. Okay. In the measure phase, you have to what CTQ have identified? Production per day. What is the measure description? Tons produced per day of PET resin. Data type continuous. How many samples? So you can say I have collected samples of, let's say, 12 months, 1 or 2 days, or I've got samples of last 2 months, whichever. Just say that how many samples? Maybe 100 samples of 100 days production. How collected? I went into the file and got it. By whom? You can write one of your names, team members' names. And if there is a segmentation criteria, suppose you have got 2 parallel line running for this polycondensation reactors, the 2 reactor, 3 reactors, you can just say that we will go to line number 1, line number 2. I think you just ignore that part, don't worry. Let us keep it simple. So segmentation criteria, just ignore it. Says no segmentation criteria. Measure description is the amount of PET resin produced per day. Operational definition means what is the description of the measure. The CTQ is the production, PET production. And in your case, the placement percentage, it is CTQ means the placement percentage, measure is the percentage of the people placed divided by number of total people present in the class multiplied by 100. Data type here will be attribute. Pet production tons per day is continuous data. Placement percentage is attribute data. Why? It is a number ratio. Remember that. I hope you have gone through the online yellow belt carefully. Yeah, average salary of the students, that will be continuous data. Yeah. How many? You can say 30, 100, 200. Just put some number around 100, 100, 200 is okay. Then here is the sigma level calculator. So I will keep it very simple. I'll not complicate the matter. You are yellow belt, so your life is simple. So what you have to do, you have to click on this particular. So let me explain to you what is formula for sigma level. Manually, if you were to calculate how it will be doing, it will be done. How it will be done. So what we do is, let me take an example. Let us think of any product in food technology. Food technology people were there. Tell me any product. Cookies. So let us say cookies or soft drink. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, one example we will take chocolates. I think which one people like chocolates. Let's take chocolates, cookies, cakes. Wow, so many things. Okay, let us take one thing. Let us say uh, let's take chocolate. Yeah, everyone likes chocolate, so let's take chocolates. So I want to know the sigma level of the chocolates produced by me, or anything. So basically, it can be anything. So first, I have to identify the CTQs. In our case, CTQ is only one. In our pet production unit, our placement percentage sees everywhere. Green belt works on only one CTQ. But I'm not talking from black belt. Oh, sorry, your yellow belt. So see, every project, one CTQ you should be taking. But a black belt can work on many CTQs. He can improve this also, that like pet resin, he can improve not only the production, but he can also improve the quality, IV, intrinsic viscosity, pet final product. I don't know if you are aware of final product IV. IV should be 0.8 to, the pet product. The IV should be intrinsic viscosity should be around 0.8 point. So that is also another CTQ. Yeah. Then another CTQ of pet resin is, I think, color L color, some B color, LAB color, something is that, if I remember correctly. So these are other CTQs. So for pet resin, so it can be many CTQs, but I am selecting only one. So my life is easier there. But let us take an example of chocolate. So can you tell me 3-4 CTQs for chocolate which is important from customer's perspective? Taste, okay. See, taste is like, let us be very, very specific, like sugar content. Sugar content, shape, trans fat. See, quality, we cannot write quality in general. We have to say CTQs. Now we are into, see, everything is related to quality. So let us say one by one. So let me choose one of the melting point. So these are some specifics. So sugar content I am writing. Okay. Melting point, and let's say quality and price is like very generic, so I'm not talking very specific. Expiry date, color can be, where color is one, color. And can we have one more? One more. All of you are, many of you right. Texture is also correct. Type of floor. Type of floor is the input actually. See, I'm talking about the output. I'm measuring the output, right? Cocoa content. Yes, cocoa content is one important thing. Size of chocolates. Let us take simple size of chocolate. Cocoa content is also correct. Size. It should be of particular dimension. So how many I have chosen? 4. It can be 5 also, 10 also, 20 also. You go to the food product, people will tell you so many things. Butter content, fat content. Someone said trans fat. That is also right. Vemula said. Kiranmai said that. So Kiranmai is also right. But anyway, let us choose 4. Now I selected 5 chocolates at random. First chocolate content was perfect. Melting point was okay. So let me write it like this. Yeah. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. Size is correct. Perfect chocolate. No issues. This one sugar is content is okay, but there was an issue with the melting point. Remaining things are okay. This is everything is okay. Here everything is okay, but melting point is a problem and color is also a problem. And another one here we have a chocolate. Food technologist is checking. Working in Cadbury's. People from Cadbury have attended our training. We have not done any project there, but people from Cadbury's, they have attended our trainings. Let's say this is a problem, color is a problem, size is a problem. No, if I ask you, how many defective chocolates are there? How many defective chocolates are there? 3. Very good. Right answer. सही जवाब. अदिति जी, वैभव जी ने और विनय जी. अरे वाह, बहुत सारे. एकदम ये तो ऑडियंस पोल हो गया है. बिल्कुल ऑडियंस. इनमें से 90% जनता समझती है कि इसका उत्तर होना चाहिए 3. क्या समझते हैं आप? जी 3 को ही लॉक कर दीजिए. ओके, कंप्यूटर जी 3 को लॉक किया जाए और देखना यह है कि सही उत्तर है या नहीं. देखते हैं ये सही उत्तर है या नहीं. कंप्यूटर जी बताइए कि ये सही उत्तर है या नहीं. First one, it is not defective. This is not defective. Second one is defective. और अगर इनको गिन के पूरी गिनती की जाए तो इनका पूरा ही बिल्कुल अगर इनको मिलाकर गिना जाए तो कुल संख्या बनती है 3. तो बिल्कुल सही जवाब इसका उत्तर है 3. और आप जीतते हैं. कल आप 5 लाख रुपए जीते थे, आज आप 7 लाख रुपए जीतते हैं. So as you rightly said, this is 3 defects. Now 3 defects, 3 defectives. 3 defectives out of how many? Out of how many? 5. Very good. Now, if I ask you another question, how many defects are there? Earlier I asked you defectives. How many defects are there? How many defects are there? 5 defects. So a lot of people are 5 is the answer, right answer. So 80% जनता समझती है कि इसका उत्तर 5 होना चाहिए और बिल्कुल सही जवाब 5 defects. There are 5 defects, right? Now 5 defects out of how many? Out of how many? 20. युक्ता जी ने बिल्कुल सही जवाब दिया. और उसके पहले मेरे ख्याल से एक और ने भी सही जवाब दिया था. बहुत बिल्कुल 100% जनता ने बिल्कुल सही जवाब दिया है. अनुषा ने भी बिल्कुल सही उत्तर दिया था कि 5 भाग 20, बहुत बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं आप. तो 5 divided by 20. Now, why did you say 20? It is nothing but defects divided by. Very good. Anusha, absolutely fantastic. बहुत अच्छी. लगता है बहुत पढ़ाई कर रही हैं आप घर में. So 4 opportunity and total units are 5. So that this formula for this is defects divided by, if you see the defects, अनुषा जी से सीखिए, बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाई करती हैं ये, पूरा होमवर्क करके आती हैं. स्टूडेंट हो तो ऐसा हो. So this is the formula for number of defects divided by number of units into number of opportunities. So in this case, in our recruitment example, total numbers of samples, 47 engineers were chosen. Out of that, 27 were delayed. So first thing, you have to define a defect. So for your placement percentage, you can say that I took a sample of 100 students, and out of them 30 were not placed. Defects would be, how much would defect will be? The person who's not placed, that would be defective. So in this case, defects is 30 out of 100, and you will calculate the sigma level, and only one CTQ will be there. So for your project, it's only one CTQ. Yeah. I hope this is clear. So I'll complete this first. So this is units multiplied by number of opportunity per unit. So as you said rightly, 520, and I will multiply this by 1 million because I want percent. Cent means 100, so it will be 100, but I want not percent, I want per million. Very Rohit Gupta has asked very good valid question. What will be the defect? So I'll tell you that. So here, let me complete this one. So here I will say 5. So how much it is? Total is, okay, 250,000 DPMO, and then you go to a table, and then so I will, don't have to worry, a yellow belt life is easier. We have given you automated calculators, and green belt and black belt will teach you how to do this manually. So here, double click on this, there's a number. Resource application is busy. What is that? I don't know. Just a minute. Okay, anyway, I think if you click, you will get some Excel sheets. My computer is like, disk is full. It's listening to my lecture too much, They're telling morning, evening, night, he keeps giving lecture. All boring lectures, सुन के computer भी परेशान हो गया. Okay, let's see. It's working or not now. Anyway, I think in your case it is working. I'm assuming that. Oh yeah, it's working now, I guess. थोड़ा computer भी खोलना पड़ता है इसको. Yeah, so I think you must have got this. Yeah, enter values of Excel, right? So now number of unit processed. So how many units I checked? 5. Total number of defects made. How many defects we had? 5. every opportunity per unit was for sigma level 2.17. Okay, understood? Got it? My sigma level is 2.17. Okay, got it? I hope you are seeing my screen. So my chocolate production is at 2 sigma today. 2 sigma. And I am not happy, obviously. Then I would like to take up a project and reduce my defects, etc., etc. And then I'll move on to the, of course, analyze phase. But now let us take our example. PET production, average scores of students, all these things. Let's take one by one. So first you have to define a unit. Here in our case, unit was 1 chocolate, right? But in our PET, this thing is, I can define a day as a unit. So any day, if I am not producing, let us say, I have to define defect level. Defect, if I'm not producing 100 tons per day or 120 tons per day, let us say, it's a defect. Yeah. In our placement, a student is a unit. Yeah. In average salary project, what is the unit? Student salary. Yeah. So this is the unit. Then I have to define a defect. What is a defect in that unit? No, if the production is greater than no, it is not a defect. Yeah, so I'll tell you. So 1 chocolate. What is a defect? Here, any CTQ not being met was the defect. We already saw there are 4 defects, right? In a day, if production is less than, let us take an example of 100 tons per day. In our chocolate, it was color, it was this color not meeting the quality, all these 4 things were there, right? Here I am just taking 1 CTQ, only 1 CTQ I am taking. Student, if it fails, is a defect. No, sorry, fails, or what is that? It doesn't get placement. No placement is a defect, right? And salary, a student who earns less than, you can put as a defect, like if a person earns less than 20,000 per month is a defect, or whatever, or he less than 20, like 0 or less than 20,000, it's a defect. Okay, so you have to define a defect, then you have to count the number of defects, or of course you have to write the opportunity. So you have to write the opportunities of defects. So here there are, in our chocolate case, there are 4 opportunities. In my production case, 1 only. No placement, only 1 opportunity. 1 opportunity here also. Salary is less than 20,000. That means this is the opportunity of error. Then you say how many defects you are making. So in our chocolate case, it was 5 defects out of 20. Here, let us say I checked 100 days, and out of that, let's say 60 days, I was at less than 100 tons per day. So it is 100. No placement. I checked with say 100 people, and 40 were not placed. And I checked salary of 100 people placed, and I found that around, say, 30 of them were having less than 20,000 per month salary, or no salary at all, whatever. So less than 20 means it includes no salary also. So this is my defect, and these are the opportunities. Can be even 80 also. So I'm just putting some simple. It's not always 100. It can be 120 and so on. Explain student placement opportunity again. So how many student placement opportunities? A student is a unit. If he is placed, he is okay. But what is the opportunity of error? Not placed student. That is a defect. So how many? One student will have only one defect, isn't it? One opportunity of error, isn't it? But if I were doing some other project, like student should be placed also, and he should be what? He should have an attendance also 100, like above 80%. So I'm putting 2 CTQs. Overall, if I want to see overall sigma level of the college, so I can choose 4 or 5 CTQs. Student who has got placement, he is attended more than 80% classes, and third is his salary is more than 20,000, and fourth thing, his teachers have rated him good. Means a student may be good, got placement, salary good, but teachers are like fed up with him. So it may happen. So fourth opportunity of error is teachers are also happy. So if any of these cases not, so then in that case I have 4 opportunities of errors. But now here in our case, I'm interested in only 1 CTQ, so I'm just choosing 1 CTQ. Yes, opportunity is same as the number of CTQs we take. Yes, and you'll be taking only 1 CTQ. Please remember, don't take 2, 3 CTQs. Green belt take 1 CTQ, black belts can take 2, 3 CTQs. Good. So then you will put your numbers and you will get the okay, fine. Yeah. Any questions you have? You can unmute yourself and ask question if in case you want. Okay, once this is done, so here it's very easy. You click on that Excel sheet, put the numbers. So let us take PET as an example. If I were to take PET as an example, so I checked 120 days. 120 days. Out of that, total number of defects, like 70 days, I produce less than 100 tons per day. And opportunity of error is only 1, producing less than 100 tons. That's it. Opportunity of error is 1. So I am at 1.29. And next time when I make my improvement, production is improved. In that case, if I check 120 samples, so I may check 100 samples also. Let us keep it same, 120. Number of days, in the next 120 days, number of times it's going less than 10, less than 100 is 10 tons per day. So my sigma level will improve from whatever it was to 2.88. Student placement. Checked 100 students. Before my project, 70 were not placed. I was at 0.88%. After my project, I did a lot of improvements, a lot of changes in the process. Now only 20 people are not being placed. So 1.98 sigma level will become, after my improvement, will become 2.34. So you have to just click on the link. In the PPT itself, you have to click on the link, Sumant. Yeah. Double click on this link. Okay. So higher the value of sigma, better is the process. Yes. So our aim is to improve the sigma level. Okay. So this is how you do the sigma level calculation. Then comes the, once you have collected the data, you can display the data in the histogram. So average salaries you can put, so on and so forth. For this Minitab, you have to download. Do you have Minitab by any chance? Have you received the Minitab software from our team? Actually, we were supposed to do till measure phase only today, so you may not have received it. So you will be receiving the Minitab anyway uh, uh, from our team. Now, what you have to do, you have to take that Minitab, and because the Minitab which I will be giving you is not going to expire. The Minitab you will download from the website will expire after 30 days. If you have downloaded from internet, from some sites which is like pirated software, that's also anyway, I'll just stop recording.
This conference will now be recorded.
So in the analyze phase, what we have seen, analyze phase, we have seen the fishbone diagram, man, machine, material, method, all they are known as 6 M's. Mankind, measures, machines, method, material. So all you start brainstorming related to method. What are the possibilities? Like wrong method used by the operator, wrong chemical mixed material, wrong chemical low quality of raw material, PTA impurities are high, which will affect my production. All the catalyst is low quality. So all the possible causes you have to write down. And in placement, it will be like industry interaction, student not attending classes. Important. Let me tell you all, yeah. Don't, whatever classes you are, even though, see, many times the lectures are boring. So lectures ka naam hi, they are synonymous, If lectures are there, they have to be boring. So nothing new in it. But you remove the other part, boring part, and look at the content. What is being taught when they're teaching you unit operations? When you're teaching Groggins, I don't know Groggins. You still study? I used to study Groggins and all. I remember all. So vessels used to be there. Stoichiometry we used to study, Laplace transformation we used to study. I don't know still it is there since syllabus has changed or not. But I used to wonder why we are learning. But see, all these things are very, very important. So you have to please remember and attend that. Why? Because it is an X factor on your salary. Money, number of classes you will attend is going to impact. So you have to brainstorm on your a salary project or the placement project. All these will be the X factors. Attendance, study hours, student. So I'm just giving you both perspective. So you have to make a cause and effect diagram. Then you have to make a control impact matrix also. Put these things, what is having high, medium, and low impact. Yeah. Let's say take a placement. Study hours, number of study hours put by the student. It is in our control and it is high. More you study, better placement. It's a known fact. Then let us say industry interaction. It depends on company, like college to college, but I would say it is high. But let us say attendance in the classroom, it is medium, means it is not having high. So no, I'm recording session. Yes, it's recorded right now. It's recording session is recorded. Yeah. So it is my hands right now recording, so I can record. So here So here we are doing high, medium, and low, and then out of control, medium, etc. Right? But see, I would suggest don't go with the recording, etc. Because recording actually will be we generally don't give, but we'll edit and give, so it will take a little time. So please, remember that, take your notes. Please, based on that, you do the exercise. So now, when you are coming next time, you have to complete up to here. You have to complete your project up to here, and you can send it to the I think to the IIChE team, and then they'll be forwarding it to us. So improving salary on campus placement, yes, how will we proceed? So you will make a cause and effect diagram on why the salary is low, all the causes you will put, then put it all which causes having high impact on salaries and low impact on salaries, you have to make that way. So I hope this Satmika had asked this question. I hope this clarified how to prioritize the problems, the help of control effect matrix. And so Trishita, your question is answered. For average salary placement, how will be proceeding? You will make a Sybok, make a charter, then calculate the sigma level, and then finally you have to make a cause and effect, and you have to make a X and Y. Is it clear? Things out of control, like for example, COVID-19 situation is out of control. So average salary might get affected. So in that case, I will not work on COVID-19 like as a green belt, black belt. I will not work on that part. So, but it happens rarely, and it has got medium impact or sometimes low impact in the sense it's not going to happen every year. So next year it will be fine. So that is out of control. Your economy has gone down, maybe that is out of control. Things out of control means which you don't have anything in it. You cannot do anything about it. Okay, good. And then after that, you have to do Pareto. So Pareto you'll learn tomorrow. So if any questions or any, just let me know. Anything, till whatever what we have discussed till now. So next time, please complete your Sybok, this project charter, and fill in all the forms, whatever we have planned. In the analyze phase, as a yellow belt, I think up to Pareto is good enough. This part is not applicable to you. Hypothesis testing is not applicable to you. Vital few causes, maybe this will be there. Process mapping may not be too much applicable to you, but I'll just describe the 7 wastes or 8 wastes, especially reducing the cycle times in service industries. This is helpful. FMEA is not in your syllabus. And then idea generation we'll discuss, so that we'll be talking about. It generates some ideas. Solution selection is also not in your syllabus, so you just put. So this is a whole thing I've given you as a black belt project, but whatever is applicable, I'll tell you to fill in. Okay. Yeah. So do you have any questions now on whatever we have covered? So remove the black belt. See, first slide, black belt, you just remove that. Just say you are the green belt. So okay, actually, let us be technically correct. So here, first page, remove green and black belt, just write yellow belt. Just write yellow belt and remove the black belt and green belt part. Instead of green belt, just say yellow belt. That's it. And you put your names. Yes, if you are doing improving average marks scored by the student, then you will not be doing pet project. Yes, you're right. So many people are doing pet projects, you can share. Yes, you can do green belt training. You can contact our company. No, not an issue. Separately, you can do that. Yes, you have to write the names of all the team members here in the yellow belt. So here, process and the yellow belt, write the names of all the team members. So again, let me tell you what needs to be filled. This one, first slide, then Sybok, then project charter. Then if you want, you can fill this high level milestone, means in the next 6 months of what you will be doing. By December, you will be improving. So you can write this. This is optional. Then you have to look at the CTQ. This sheet you have to fill in and calculate the sigma level of your process, and then get your the cause and effect diagram and control impact matrix. Up to here you can do. Okay, very good.